Hi, my name is Sonia Hernandez Cabañas.
Hi, my name is Audrey Aguilar.
I'm Melissa Diaz.
And I'm Gianni Rodriguez.
So I, Sonia, will be playing the social worker and Audrey will be the client. So Audrey is a 24-year-old and she's facing issues with loss of motivation. So she's going to be here talking to me about it. So welcome back, Audrey. I'm really glad to see you.
Hi, Sonia. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, thank you. It's wonderful that you came back, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know you a little bit better. So tell me, how have things been going for you?
Things have been okay. Ever since starting school, I've been noticing like a loss of motivation to do my work and just a loss of motivation in general. And I'm not really sure how to go about it.
Okay. So loss of motivation in doing your work. Is this regarding like schoolwork or?
Yeah, just in general, I've just been noticing that I want to be in school, but I've just been feeling a lack of motivation to do so. I don't know. I think just I've been feeling really overwhelmed lately, and sometimes I keep thinking I'm not good enough for this program, and so yeah, it's just been hard.
Okay. And would you think that this loss of motivation is impacting maybe your way of life, how all the other things are going with your life?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it's impacting how much time I spend with my loved ones, and it's definitely impacted like how much I take care of myself. I haven't really been taking care or working on like getting good sleep and all of that.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit more about that, of how you haven't been getting sleep or?
Yeah, I've just been noticing that I've just been so stressed that like I haven't been getting enough sleep. Like I have trouble falling asleep, and um, yeah, and just overall just a lack of being able to find motivation.
Okay, so that I can see how that lack of sleep can interfere with your loss of motivation, because you lose your energy. And can you tell me how long you've been feeling that way?
Yeah, I think it started about a month ago or so since starting school.
Okay, and how do you cope with that, with the loss of motivation?
I think just having a good support system, like reaching out to classmates and to my mom has been helping me keep going.
Okay, so I do know that having a good support system can really help you cope with that. So I'm very appreciative that you've opened to me about that. And um, when you also say about your loss of motivation, how much would you say, like from a 1 to a 10, 10 being the highest, with that you're feeling really extreme high of like no motivation? What would it be?
I think that on days when I'm really lacking sleep and just feeling stressed, that it's definitely like an 8. But once I work through it, it does go down.
Okay, and how does that look like when you work through it?
Just practicing mindfulness has been helping a lot. So just taking it day by day has really helped.
Okay. So is that something that you would like to work on? Maybe practicing more mindfulness and maybe reaching out more to your support network?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm really appreciative that you opened that you opened up to me. I know sharing this information, can be really hard. But like I said, maybe you and I can work on the next steps on what we can do to help you. We want to be able to identify those steps and see how you can cope with it and manage that loss of motivation. So before you leave, let's just, work on a written plan for you, because, I'm here to support you, and I want to help you with that, before we get going.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey.
So I'm Melissa. I'll be playing social worker, and Gianni will be playing a 23-year-old female in grad school who is dealing with time management and stress. So hi, Gianni. Tell me how things been going for you.
So as of recently, I feel like my stress and anxiety has been really bad. I feel like the main factor is definitely schoolwork and just managing my time, with my personal life, friends, family, all that. And then also making time, I think, for myself has been hard.
Yeah, so it seems like there's a lot going on your plate, right? That you're handling right now. How long have you been in school for?
So I just recently started school the end of August, so not even that long, possibly like what month are we in? I forget. This is how stressed I am. I don't even know what month they're in. But honestly, I haven't been in school for that long. And I just feel like the amount of stress that I have amounts to probably like years, even though it's not even been that long.
Do you feel like it's just school? Because you also mentioned your family. How does that come into play?
I feel like sometimes the relationship with my sister has an impact. I feel like we have been fighting a lot, and that's something that I wish I could work on. So kind of just little things like that that are also adding to my overall, stress and anxiety.
Hmm. It sounds like with your family and school, what do you want to get out of this time?
I definitely want to come up with strategies to help cope with the stress. I feel like as of now, I kind of just isolate myself from everyone. And not all the time that's the best thing to do because I feel like I do want to be able to express how I feel and communicate with others.
Yeah, and when you say you isolate yourself, how often do you do this?
I would say honestly, like 3 to 4 times a week. I just, instead of, talking about how I feel with others, I kind of just keep to myself. And I feel like I've been keeping to myself for too long that now it's kind of getting the best of me.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier to put yourself like sometimes it's easier to just step aside and focus on yourself rather than to um, handle it. But I'm glad you're here and we're getting through this. So, um,
And I put
okay, Gianni. So, I'm here to support you. And today, before you leave, let's just figure out an action plan that will help you get through this, and hopefully, we'll create something that will get you comfortable.
Thank you. That sounds good. I look forward to doing that.
Hi, my name is Audrey, and I will be playing the social worker, and Sonia will be my client. She is a 29-year-old who is experiencing stress at work. So, hi, Sonia. I'm really happy that you came in today. Last week, I feel we had a really great session, and so it's great to see you here again. Do you want to talk to me about how your week has been going?
Hi, Audrey. Well, I'm glad to be back. Well, it's been kind of stressful at work, just because I'm only supposed to be there a certain time. But like if the clock is 1:59 and something comes up last minute, I have to finish it, and that kind of stresses me out because then I get home later from work, um, and that puts me behind in my schoolwork, and that just adds more stress to my day.
Yeah, so it sounds like you've been working really long hours and it's just been really stressful. Can you talk to me about how your mood has been lately?
Um, well, I guess with my mood, it's more like mm, kind of like bummed out because I'm so overwhelmed and I can't even keep up. Um, and I feel like work is just adding more to that stress because I wish I could just get off at a certain time and, and be able to plan my day. But because I don't know what times I'm getting off, sometimes it's hard for me to plan my day, and that starts to give me like stress and tension like in my body.
Mm, Yeah, can you talk to me more about this tension in your body? So it sounds like all the stress you've been experiencing has had some physiological effects. Could you talk to me more about that?
Yeah, so I start getting like this stress on my upper back and it starts to like tense up. And that's when I know that I'm getting stressed out. And that happens even at work. Like I said, if something comes up like at a 1:59 p.m. and I'm supposed to be off at 2 in the afternoon, like I start getting that stress on my back and I'm just like, oh great. But I do feel it like on my body.
What have been some ways that you've been coping with this stress, especially when you start to notice it in your body?
I try to relax and I'll take like a self-care day. Like I'll go out to dinner with my friends or with my loved ones. Or like last week, what I did, I was watching Hocus Pocus and that really like lowered my stress down because I needed to just take a breather and just kind of think about other things and just, have a self-care day for myself by watching a movie, something that I love doing.
That's amazing. Self-care days are great. We encourage that. So oftentimes clients, when they're feeling really stressed, they'll use alcohol or drugs to cope with the stress. Do you ever use drugs or alcohol to help with your stress?
Like if I'm watching a movie, I'll have a little wine to just kind of relax. But yeah, I would say maybe just wine here and there.
Okay, so it sounds like alcohol, it definitely isn't affecting your life negatively. It sounds like you're using positive coping skills. Um, so what else do you think would help reduce the stress you've been experiencing?
I think what I need to do is maybe cut my hours at work, maybe do that so I'm not feeling too overwhelmed or stressed out and, just have self-care days for myself.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. So, if it's okay with you, I think maybe we can develop a treatment plan so that we can help you think of ways to develop more coping skills so you can get through this. Is that
Yeah,
okay with you?
that would be wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sonia. It was great seeing you this week.
You great seeing you too.
Hi, my name is Gianni Rodriguez, and I will be playing the social worker. Melissa will be my client. She is a 25-year-old woman who has been having trouble sleeping and dealing with some anxiety as well. Hi, Melissa. Thank you and welcome back. And I'm glad that you came today. It's wonderful that you decided to come see me, and I look forward to working with you and finding some strategies to help with these things you've been going through. Can you explain kind of where you think that this anxiety and your trouble sleeping is stemming from?
Um, I I feel like I've always had anxiety that I deal with. And then when it comes to sleeping, I've had it for like a few years now, but I'm not really sure where it's coming from because I'm so used to it being part of my life.
And is there any changes in your personal life that have been going on, or you just feel like it's kind of just been a mixture of everything altogether?
I have started school recently, so I'm not sure if that has to do anything with it. And then I moved back home a year ago, so maybe that also just me readjusting to the new environment and stuff.
And have you been using any mechanisms such as alcohol or drugs or any of that sort to kind of cope with these things?
Well, I wouldn't say to cope with it. Um, I do have like a beer or two after, um, like on Fridays or yeah, just a
Okay,
little bit
well,
more relaxed.
I'm hoping that we can identify some steps and ways that we can help so that you can go back to sleeping on a regular schedule and as well as helping deal with your anxiety. And I'm definitely willing to work on these things with you and I'm here to support you. And I'm glad that you came here today and I look forward to our next session.
Thank you.